Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or should I say, my second noob channel. Today, I'm gonna tell you and show you the first ever episode of my grounded videos behind the scenes. Well, I don't know if it's really behind the scenes, but let's get it on. Alright, so this is where, well, I only have my phone, and this is where I make loads of grounded videos right here in this toy room of what me or my other person call it. Some of the times I'll make grounded videos in this kitchen too. But as you know, I like where my grounded videos are mostly. It's right here in this toy room. So like this is where let's well I don't it's like an empty space, like home empty space. But yeah, so like this is where the legal guardian talks to Vindicator nicely, like or another person, but this bad teen. Oh, and yeah, I do trip up words when I make grounded videos. So, my apologies. It just gets me like wound up sometimes or something like that, or maybe I don't know. It may get me wound up or not. But yeah, before the video ends, usually well, let's use these two guys for example, Vindicator and Jack. I call this skeleton Jack because, well, why not? I like that name. I want to call Jack the skeleton. So yeah, again, this skeleton name should be Jack. The shield and the sword. I don't know if it's a sword, but anyway, so like, Jack grounds Vindicator over Vindicator's behavior reasons, like usually home, school, or somewhere else, like a restaurant or outside or anywhere place to be. And oh yeah, school as well. And oh yeah, I do not just entirely just make Vindicator Gets Grounded series, but I make Goku Gets Grounded, Crusher Gets Grounded, and why not? Bender Gets Grounded too. So there you are. These are the 4 troublemakers and 4 guardians that they will be grounding right here in this toy room. And what about Game Rock, Freddy, and Bonnie? Well, I'm gonna have to save those for another episode of Behind the Scenes, because I'm not telling you why Game Rock, Freddy, and Bonnie are not here. So I'm keeping this as a secret. You don't want to know. So sorry. If you ask me why, I'm sorry. No telling. And oh yeah, the title from this Bender Gets Grounded series is still new. Well, it's still the newest, but it's called actually Bender Gets Punished and not Bender Gets Grounded. And let me tell you the funniest ending. Well, if it is funny, I don't know if it is funny, but every time when after a legal guardian punishes or grounds the troublemaker for like 2 or 3 weeks or a month or 2, and after they say they will not do anything else during that time, when they say go to your room, I'll just say one of them will say, fine, screw you, screw you this or screw you that, some type, or you're an idiot, or you are so stupid, or you're such a jerk. It don't say that towards anybody because that ain't nice. Alright, moving on. From home to school. So yeah, this is how class is set up. And yeah, these are Vindicator. This is the 4 troublemakers, teachers. And usually when these four have a massive trouble in a classroom, like when they do something wrong here, these four would just say, "Go to Principal Goomba's office," or they will escort them to Principal Goomba's. Oh, yeah, I do have a Evoker right here, and yeah, it's true. I used to have Evoker as a principal. If you take a look back at my some of my grounded videos over Goku and Vindicator back in the day. But I decided that it was time to let Goomba have a turn. Yeah. So Goomba right now is the principal. Yeah, he's been doing that for so many years. Well, no, so many months, not years. It's been like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 years. Now let me tell you what the troublemaker, what these four troublemaker teachers, well, yeah, these, where four troublemakers, have a teacher in their classroom. This one is, I think it's Mr. Meiji. I think this is Vindicator's teacher, maybe. But I do know the rest of the three. Smurfette is Goku's teacher. This, I don't know. I think this is Emoji Car. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, I may just call Emoji Car. And Circus, well, this is Crusher's teacher. And Bender's teacher is, yeah, Circus Baby from Five Nights at Freddy's. Or Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Or FNAF 6, whatever. And oh yeah, I think most of the times, usually troublemakers would, yeah, usually beat up some of the students, and from inside the school and outside of the school. Yeah. And Principal Goomba, for a couple times, say he cannot believe that these four troublemakers, or one of them, or two, would beat up a student, but you know what? He does believe that, because he hears or sees that a couple times in the past. However, Goomba will say that's not the point, and he will suspend or detention these four troublemakers. Now, I think one in-school suspension. I'm not sure what troublemaker there is. I may have to look that up later. So yeah, Principal Goomba is the principal, or he used to be. And yeah, I brought Evoker back for making the Evoker Gets Grounded series, or what? No, Evoker the Bad Guy series. And he joins with not Bender, but well, Bender was a good guy back then, until I started making Bender Gets Punished series. So yeah, Evoker gets help with Crusher, Goku, and Vindicator. They're trying to figure out a plan, I don't know, to help Evoker escape from these three troublemakers out from prison. So now moving on to outside. So yeah, like usually if Vindicator, Goku, Bender, or Crusher gets bored and they have nothing exciting to do, they would just become thinking like, aha, I'm gonna be another troublesome teenage guy or something like that. So I'm gonna or usually when they take a walk outside, their legal guardians would say, don't you be causing any trouble or you're gonna get grounded, but they do it anyway. And usually when they walk outside, or, well, except though Crusher drives, they would see many of these guys passing by, like Penguin Jr., for example. Though I call him that because why not? He's a little one. And I chose him to be the bus driver. Why do you might ask that? Well, I think that he started that because I made a 100 subscriber grounded video over all these four troublemakers. So, and they have got a new car using new merch, and They tried to ram the bus, but that didn't work. Oh, and thank you for 100 subscribers. But for now, I got 124.25. And before we move on, don't you dare unsubscribe my first channel. Please do not, my people, because I know I have not made videos for a while. I don't know. Is it a month past or a few weeks or days? But more are coming up. More are coming up. I know it's not Minecraft or Roblox. I know it's been a while, but those are coming near in the future. I promise you. I promise you they are coming near in the future, but I've taken a break of that. Anyway, yeah, back to the behind the scenes. So yeah, I think, well, it's been a while now, but usually, used to be a lot of times now, but Bender, I think one time he did it, Crusher, Vindicator, and Goku would, like, beat up, or well, no, not well. Well, yeah, Bender might have beaten up. Well, he did beat up GP in my, I don't know, my second last grounding video with Vindicator. Yeah, but for Vindicator, Goku, and Crusher, they would just a couple times beat up a bunch of people that they saw while they're walking outside of the shot of my phone. And every time when they become troubleized, or when they beat up a few guys or ground a few guys or whatever they do to them, they would call Jack, Hermes, Troll, and Blaze. So, yeah. Usually that's what they do. But most times, here it comes, but most of the times, the Vindicator, Goku, and Crusher would be arrested because some of these guys would call the cops. Well, because maybe they've been beating up too many people or something like that. So maybe that's what's the most of it, or other things. So, all right. So the fourth shot, I suppose this is the fourth shot. This is where Goku, Crusher, Vindicator, and Bender put inside the jail cell. Well, right now I'm just using Domino's as jail cell for this example. Like, this is where Bender, Crusher, Vindicator, and Goku gets put for breaking laws, or when they have threatened very dangerously to their they're adults. Any adults. Well, except legal guardians. I don't think they would do that. But yeah, anyway, it's where the police officer puts Crusher, Vindicator, Goku, and Bender 1, 2, 3, or all of them, all the troublemakers inside one cell. Though I would like to do separate, but I obviously will probably not do that. Anyway, and after, when the police officer puts them in jail, they would say, like, this is where you're going to be staying for a while, no matter how long. And then before the police officer leaves the jail cell, he would say, you would have a couple visitors who would like to see you. Well, the only visitors that they will see is Jack, Troll, Hermes, and Blaze. Yeah. Yeah, those are the visitors that police officer will say to them when all of them gets thrown in jail. Then the legal guardians of them will say, you are grounded until you get out of jail. And that's the only option. That's the only option to say when these troublemakers go to jail. Yeah, I know, they are crimers, aren't they? Alright, now that I've explained over some explainments over behind the scenes, let's play a fun game. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just, like, scroll all the way to the end if you want. But if you want to do it, I am happy. So I'll be asking you a couple questions. I don't know how many, but and then you'll find out what the answer is. That's all. Just pick the one you think is right. Now let the trivia begin. So, question 1, trivia 1, who is Bender's legal guardian that grounds him? Is it Hermes, Troll, or Jack? You got 5 seconds. Did you figure it out? Well, before I show you the answer, I'll erase 2 or 3 answers here. So, one I will throw out is Troll. That's not right. And Jack. That's not right either. So the only answer is yes, Hermes. Hermes is the legal guardian to ground Bender. Hope you all got that right. Now here's a different thing I'm gonna tell you. So question 2. There's no one except Goomba. But anyway, what does Goomba work for in the school? Is it a teacher, the janitor, or a principal? 5 seconds. All right, so here's how it works. So I will tell you the 2 answers or 3 that will not be correct. So, teacher is not the one, janitor is not the one either. So the only answer that is right is the principal. So yes, Goomba does work for the principal. Hope you all got that one right too. All right, now let's get on with question 3. Who does Mr. Troll ground? One of these troublemakers. Vindicator, Goku, or Bender? You got 5 seconds. All right. It could be Vindicator. Nope. Maybe it's Bender. Nope. So the only answer we've got is Goku. So yes, if you pick Goku, you are correct. Goku does get grounded by Mr. Troll. All right, next question, which is question 4. Who does Crusher of 2 of these groups, these 3 groups of 2 vehicles that usually gets beat up the most? Is it Strip and Darrington? Is it Bluey and Jeepy? Or is it Crusher's teacher and Blaze? 5 seconds. Okay. Here we go. Crusher's teacher and Blaze, I don't usually see them get beat up. So that can't be right. What about these 2 cars? Yeah, they get beat up some, but they don't get beat up by Crusher a lot. So that ain't right either. But I do know which 2 vehicles does get beat up by the most. Have you guessed it? Yep, it is Strip and Darrington. You got it. All right, question 5. Who is this troublemaker? Well, you've heard him before. He's a classical, and he is the first troublemaker to be grounded. Is it Crusher, Vindicator, or Goku? 5 seconds. Okay. Crusher is off. Goku too. So the only answer is Vindicator. You all might have guessed that already. Anyway, next, Trivia 6. Which of these 2 troublemakers that beat up one of these cars that is not completely red? Well, you've seen it. So, you take a guess. Did you figure it out? Well, I'll take these 2 red cars out of the way, and that leads GP. Yep. You may have already saw that grounded videos over a day or 2 ago. All right, final question. Yep, this may be an easy one. Who is this legal guardian that grounds Bender? Well, he's from Futurama, and he hates Zoidberg. So, who do you think he is? Is it Bender, Hermes, or Fry? 5 seconds. Okay, I'll take Bender and Fry off there, which that leaves Hermes is the right choice. I hope you all know that, which you all do. Well, that's 7 trivia questions total. How many did you all get right? Did you get them all right? Did you get them none? Did you get some, few, partly, or most of it? Anyway, that's the end of my behind the scenes episode 1 and trivia 2. More Grounded Videos episodes are coming up shortly, and Mater's Tall Tales episode 5 will be out quite soon, and in the near future. So with that being said, thank you everyone for watching my Grounded Videos behind the scenes, and I'll see you on the next episode this week, coming weekend. Few videos, Grounded Videos, real soon. So, have a great rest of your weekend. See you soon!